Okay, this is some type of Mission Impossible type heist of a priceless crown.
Breaking
Like one of the most valuable items in existence right now. Priceless. That's what it means. Like you can't put a price on it. And it's been stolen.
now, an international manhunt underway after masked thieves stole priceless jewels from the most famous museum in the world.
Most famous museum. Don't you expect there to be insane security?
The Louvre, still shuttered after French crown jewels, literally, including a sapphire tiara and an emerald necklace set among 1,000 diamonds, were taken in a wild 7-minute heist on
7
Sunday.
minutes.
Only 4 of those minutes were spent inside the museum.
Wow.
The rest was getting in and out undetected. You don't
You would
do that
expect
without
there
prior
to be a
planning.
lot more security.
Soros is out front.
Diversion. Make a lot of noise over there. So over here in this
Like, come
room,
on,
you
you
can take
got-
100 million off the wall and waltz right out the front door.
You gotta have some serious planning for this because you can't just walk in and steal it. They have, unless over the years they're like, yeah, no one's gonna steal it. It's like breaking into a police station. I don't think they would have that much security because they are the security. So you wouldn't expect them to be there.
No diversion was needed for the 4 masked robbers who broke into the Louvre Museum in Paris on Sunday morning, stealing.
What they say?
Who broke into the Louvre Museum. No diversion was needed.
No
for the 4
diversion.
masked robbers who broke into the Louvre Museum in Paris on Sunday morning, stealing priceless French crown jewels in broad daylight.
I want to know
just
how
minutes
are they
after
gonna
the
sell
world's
it?
largest
Who are they gonna
museum
sell it to?
opened its doors.
An oligarch?
The Louvre remained closed on Monday as France grappled with one question. How could the world's most visited museum be robbed with such brazen audacity? It was a plot that played out like a Hollywood movie. Around 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, 4 thieves posing as workers wearing yellow vests used a moving elevator ladder to reach the second-floor balcony of the museum.
It's harder to steal stuff from Costco. It's harder to get into Costco without a membership. And they somehow stole it in 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
The perpetrators then forced open a window using an angle grinder and entered the Apollo Gallery, sawing open the display location.
That's
of
all
the
it took?
treasures of the French crown
$300
jewels.
angle grinder to steal a priceless
As
crown?
alarm bells rang, they grabbed 9 of the Louvre's most valuable treasures, the priceless 19th century French crown jewels. Among them, a dazzling crown adorned with 24 sapphires, 1,083 diamonds. Also stolen, a diamond and sapphire necklace and a pair of earrings, seen here in this painting of Queen Marie Amélie in 1836. And
Actually
a glittering
priceless.
bow with more than 2,000 diamonds.
Unless they,
Clever.
what, smelt it
To
down?
use a cherry picker and a glass cutter to steal priceless, well, sentimentally priceless jewels from the.
Well, how are you gonna sell it? It's not like a Disney movie where you go to some rich French guy, some rich Arab guy, and sell it to him. You can't just go to a billionaire like, hey, I have this, you want it? I don't think it works like that.
Louvre.
Maybe if you go to Putin and be like, oh, I have these jewels, you want it? Maybe he'll buy it. Maybe some Russian oligarch, because the rich, they want exclusive things that no one else can have.
The fact that it was done in daylight is also astounding.
It took only 7 minutes for the robbers to
7
re-emerge
minutes.
with 9 pieces of jewelry, apparently
7 minutes. You would expect them to take longer. Maybe like, I don't know, half an hour to an hour, 2 hours. Even at night. Like dressed in all black, but no. They wore all like, what's it called? Reflective orange, no, reflective yellow vest. High visibility vest.
from the same window.
What's sure is we failed because someone was able to put up an elevator truck in the open in the streets of Paris, have people walk up for a few minutes and take priceless jewels and give France a deplorable image.
Thankfully, one of the most precious items, A crown Napoleon gave
Wow.
his wife,
Napoleon.
Empress Eugenie, was dropped by the thieves as it sped away on high-powered scooters along the banks of the Seine. French police says the first 48 hours are key to track down the thieves, who so far are still
Wait, so they just left that truck there?
on the run. Isa Suarez, CNN, London.
It's a simply incredible story. Jeffrey Kelly is out front now. He's a retired FBI agent, founding
Wow.
member of the FBI art crime team, which Jeffrey, I know, has recovered more than 20,000 items valued at over $1 billion. So in this case, obviously active manhunt, but the amount of preparation that must have gone into this is extraordinary, right?
I'm curious
7
what
minutes,
they're
only
gonna
4 of
do
them in
with the
museum,
jewels.
and no sign of them yet. 40
Unless they
hours
smelt it
past
down and sell
all
the
these items being stolen.
unless they smelt it down and sell the diamonds individually, which even then some diamonds have serials on them. What are they gonna sell? The silver? The gold?
Stolen.
It's priceless. Once you break it down, it's not priceless anymore. Now it's worth something.
And how much is time of the essence right now? What would does 40 hours make you worried?
No, 40 hours doesn't worry me. It's certainly not going to be solved overnight. When you look
What
at
is he
art
doing?
theft,
He's been brushing for the last 30 minutes.
going to be recoveries are going to be made very shortly after the theft, or it's going to be
Fingerprints, maybe?
generational. The French police right now are doing everything that they would do for an investigation. They're looking at surveillance video. They're processing the truck that was recovered. I believe that the subjects had planned to burn it, and it wasn't burned, so there's going to be
Burn the truck?
potential DNA evidence that can be recovered. And they're going to be reviewing surveillance video and conducting, not just throughout France, but throughout Europe, intelligence sources to see if anybody has any information of value. So it's going to take time. They're going to be in.
It's like that SpongeBob episode when they stole the king's crown, or when the king's crown went missing. That's
this
how
for
it
the long
is.
haul, I'm sure.
A Paris prosecutor told reporters today that it's possible that an art collector actually commissioned the heist. Do you
Wow.
think something like
Art
that's possible?
collector.
I mean, who do you think is
Okay, that's some Disney movie shit. Like an art collector. He's like, I need this. Like Despicable Me. They're gonna steal the moon. They're gonna steal the crown.
behind this?
Well, I'm assuming that's speculation. If the French prosecutor has specific information that this was a contract robbery, then she probably shouldn't be talking about it to the international media. I think it's probably more speculation
makes
on
sense.
her part. We've seen this so many times throughout my career. We call it the Dr. No theory. It's very Hollywood-like, the idea of some reclusive billionaire who has
That's what I was
his
just
underground
saying.
lair filled with illicit treasures. We've never seen that ever happen. We've never had any reclusive billionaire die and his family comes upon the underground lair filled with priceless artwork. It was most likely organized crime. It was, they were good at what they did, and sometimes when
7
you're
minutes.
that brazen, you're able
They're
to
good.
catch everybody off guard, and that's exactly what happened. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
It is amazing, though, Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, you think about the things that go missing and then are just never found, right? Because no one tries to sell them or what? I mean, just these mysteries. I mean,
Imagine risking all that just to not sell it. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Put it in your shitty apartment? There's no way. They have to get rid of it somehow. Either in pieces or selling the whole thing, like melting it down for scrap. Because you can't sell the whole thing. You're gonna get reported. You're gonna get caught.
what are the odds that this becomes that?
Well, it's two different things, right? We've seen throughout history, including, of course, the Gardner Museum, paintings are stolen, you steal iconic artwork, and then what are you going to do with it? It's too hot for anybody to buy it. And so you've seen thieves now are shifting the focus to jewels, because obviously jewels can be broken down, the gems can be recut, and the settings can be melted down. I would hope, and I'm optimistic here, that of course the clock is ticking, but hopefully we have a little bit of time, because if these guys are smart and they seem to be professionals, they're going to hold on to it for a little while. They're not going to break it up immediately, because if the French police come knocking on their door, they're going to need a get-out-of-jail-free card, and those jewels are their get-out-of-jail-free card. And so hopefully they're going to hold on to it for a while. We saw it with the Green Vault robbery in Dresden in 2019. when they were recovered in 2022, and the jewels were recovered when they were arrested.
Let's bring in Anthony Amore. He's the director of security for the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston, which you may remember.
So I'm thinking it's not that hard. Like, the security is not that tight as they show in the movies, but it's tight enough that it gives the public appearance that it's extremely secure. It just gives you false hope. Like TSA, I don't think they're really solving anything, but it gives you that sense of security. You look around, you're like, oh, they're checking everyone's bag. It should be safe here. It gives everyone peace of mind.
I was the victim of another infamous heist back in 1990. 13 pieces of art were stolen. That crime remains the single largest property theft in the world that has never been solved. Mr. Amore was not in charge at the time.
I'm curious what they did with the paintings. Like, did they realize, like, oh shit, we can't do anything with the paintings, so they just threw it out? Like, shit, we risked it for nothing.
I want everyone to know. I think the question everyone is asking today, Mr. Amore, how in the world does this happen at one of the most famous museums in the world where you would think there would be just incredible security?
That's what I just said.
Well, Jim, you know, there is good security there, and most museums
That's good.
do have
They're
good
answering
security,
common
but
questions.
No place is impenetrable, and when you see the method used by these thieves, which was sort of a brute force approach, they combined this clever approach with using this construction equipment so that they sort of blended into the scenery, and used tools to get through the window. It's a tough thing to prevent.
You've suggested that the timing of the theft might suggest there was some kind of inside information. Tell us more. What do you mean by that?
Well, it could be. You know, why didn't they do this at, say, 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock before the museum opened?
Okay, this is all just speculation. Like, how do you even know? You don't know. They might timed it like whenever. You're just making shit up now.
It was at 9:30 when the doors were open, and perhaps it's a speculation. The museum had lowered some of its technological guards protecting the building so that they could get in. I mean, the Louvre is the most visited museum in the world. I would suspect, if it was me, that if I was going to
Correlation versus causation. They're not the same.
climb in through a window when the museum was open, the gallery would be packed. But when they got into the Apollo Gallery, it was empty. They must have known that.
Yeah, it's called looking at Google Maps for the hours of operation. Like, when's it open?
So art recovery expert Arthur Brand says that because these pieces are so recognizable, he believes the thieves are probably going to dismantle them and sell the jewels and melt down the gold and silver. Do you agree?
Or sell to the Nigerian prince. Sell to some warlord in Africa. With dictatorship money, they would buy anything.
That's probably the reason they did this. I mean, you can't fence these things. It's sort of like a masterpiece painting. Nobody's going to buy it from you. There is no person commissioning these heists for that reason. There's no collector. So, but I think that the thieves are probably holding off for a bit first to see, hopefully, to see what the museum's response is going to be. It's a government museum, so it's probably self-insured. So I wonder if they're waiting to see if a reward is offered.
Well, there might be some collector. I mean,
Okay, if a reward is offered, how stupid can you be to go and collect the reward? How stupid would you be to bring it, like, find it somewhere and bring it to them? Like, oh, where's my reward? You got a first-class ticket to jail. You're going away for a long time. Even if there's a reward, they're not going to turn it in. Like, yeah, let's say you stole it in 7 minutes. You have some capability, right? You have some brain power to steal it in 7 minutes. But then to turn it in and try to collect your reward, that's just asking to go to jail.
the paintings that were stolen from the museum at which you work, they're hanging somewhere probably, right?
No, that's never happened actually, Jake. When masterpieces are stolen, the people who stole them quickly find out they're too recognizable and too valuable, and there's really no buyers out for them. You're not going to find an instance really.
So what,
in
they
history
throw
where
it out?
that's happened. So perhaps things are stolen, thinking you can sell them, but you quickly learn you cannot, which is more difficult for an investigation because if you hold the stuff tight and you don't shop it around, then it makes for less witnesses.
Anthony Amore, thanks so much. Appreciate your insights.
So yeah, I don't think even if they offered a reward that anyone is gonna
Breaking
turn it
down
in. Like no one's gonna turn it in because it's like, hey, it's like the government puts out a sign like, hey, turn yourself in. We'll reward you. And when you go in, they're like, psych, you don't get money. You don't get the reward. You're going straight to jail because you stole it. If you didn't steal it, well, how'd you get it? Oh, off the gutter? I mean, that could be a pretty good one. The one that dropped it, if someone picked it up, they would be pretty well. Like they'd have like video surveillance looking at you picking it up. Then you have a case, like a case to defend yourself with. But if you stole it, if you can't tell them how you got it, or like who you bought it from, you're going to jail. They're gonna blame you. They're gonna set an example out of you. But that's all for today. The priceless Louvre crown jewels stolen. The most renowned museum got broken into and stolen from. How crazy is that? Some Ocean's 8, Ocean's 11, Mission Impossible scene has just happened in real life.